Guys, it is not over on Bradenton Beach. As we can see here, the storm surge is still going up. It was higher earlier, but it's coming back in again. It's predicted to come up another 3 feet. And this is the situation here in Bradenton right now. As you can see, it is still storm surging in Bradenton, Florida. Anna Maria Island is right over there. We'll take a look at that in a minute. And Anna Maria Island is still at this time underwater completely. We're on the Bradenton Cortez side. The bridge is closed. You cannot get across the bridge. I can't believe there's people here with their kids. But we got another rain band coming in, so we're going to get out of the way. We might be trapped if the storm surge comes up any higher. We're probably going to be trapped on the island. It looks like it's not getting better. There's boats sinking over there. I mean, this is actually unfolding as we speak. And this reminds me of what we saw happen in Fort Myers Beach. There's spraying band, so it's time for everybody's flee. I'm gonna get back in the car and we'll show you guys. Here's a big rain band. We gotta get back in the car. Give me a second, guys. I'll show you guys what's going on here. It's bad. It's bad. This is Fort Myers Beach Part 2, guys. Fort Myers Beach Part 2. Give me a second. I'll set up the camera once we're in here. Guys, this is bad. This is Fort Myers Beach Part 2. It's bad. It's not. It's a lot worse than I thought it was. And I've been here since 4 in the morning, getting you guys footage. It's bad. And it's gonna. The law enforcement told me that the storm surge is gonna come up again. So it's not over for us here. It's only coming in again. And actually, I think if the storm surge comes up again, I might be trapped on the bridge. Where are you at, man? Where are you at, my man? It's bad. It is bad. The island, once this rain band passes, I'll show you guys what the island looks like. I hopped back in the car. Yeah, it really is a beautiful place. Me and Katie love going there, but it's all underwater, and law enforcement is right behind us. And they told me that they're expecting another 3 feet to come up. So this water here is going to come up another 3 feet. It's probably came up about 6 inches since I got here. Behind us, the island in the background is Anna Maria Island. Once it stops raining, I'll show you guys the island. It is underwater. Lakewood Ranch. Yeah, I'm not in Lakewood Ranch right now. I'm on the other side of the county right now. I'm over here by the entrance to Anna Maria Island. Guys, it's worse than ever imaginable. I mean, they say 3 more feet coming up. There's boats that have sank. The law enforcement told me that there's about 2 feet of water on the island in a lot of places. So the island will be Fort Myers Beach Part 2, basically. Now, it's not a 9 or 10 foot storm surge, you know. It's, you know, a few feet like you can see here. But nonetheless, it's the last thing these people needed on Anna Maria Island. And when I say these people, I mean myself, because I go here 3 times a week. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it. Everybody's leaving. The storm surge is starting to come up again, and if I stay here, I really risk. I could risk anything by staying here. Everybody's leaving now. They're all getting scared. There's a heavy rain band coming in, and it's gonna get nasty, 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 guys. This rain band coming in right now is nasty. This road that we're on is getting washed out too on to the right of us. All this prep in Port Richey and nothing but another storm. Well, let me tell you, I live in Lakewood Ranch, 15 miles inland from here, and I'll be going home to a normal situation. There's entire neighborhoods here flooded right now. I mean, entire neighborhoods flooded. And law enforcement is expecting the tide to come up another 3 feet. There's a super moon or something like that, so we can expect. Actually, you can see the waves coming through, breaking the pier. So eventually, we have to leave because, you know, we're in a really tight spot. Ontario, Canada, what up? Yeah, we're in one of my favorite places, and it's not looking good. Once this rain band passes, I can show you guys Anna Maria Island, and it's a pretty side sight. I think I might be able to show you guys Anna Maria Island. I'm charging the phone for a minute. The Gulf is getting so bad. Yeah, I mean, this is never. I think this has never happened in Bradenton, has it? I'm like miles from the Gulf on the other side of 19. It's been pretty weak though, Jose. Well, it's been weak for you. Anna Maria Island kind of sticks out into the Gulf. So, anybody else see reports of? I've been here since 4 in the morning. You can see that boat back there sink all the way in the water, and there were some rescues earlier. They're only letting heavy duty equipment into the island, but something similar to what happened in Fort Myers Beach. What I'm gonna do is, I think if it stops raining, I'll show you guys the island real quick. I'll show you guys what the island looks like. Water too. You can see it from here. I'll show you guys between the rain bands what the island looks like, but you can see the island is underwater. You can see the mobile homes over there are underwater. All that is underwater, so that's the view towards the island, and yep, it is all underwater, guys. And it keeps coming, keeps coming, keeps coming. You can see where the mobile homes are. They're underwater. All that's underwater. So bad, guys. Bad situation here. And it's not going to get better for a little bit. They said they're expecting it to come back up again. Horrible, guys. There's boats that have sank out there. It's a horrible sight. Somewhat similar to what we saw in Fort Myers Beach. And it's not pretty at all. Not pretty at all. Not pretty at all, guys. Horrible crap. Horrible crap. Thank you guys for the super chef. I didn't thank you. I'm just kind of struggling here. It's been a difficult night. I can't imagine if you are in the path of this hurricane in North Florida, you better not be in a mobile home, and you better take this crap serious, because if it's this bad down here, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like down there for you. If it's this bad here, man, oh man. You can tell the storm surge was higher earlier. That will impale somebody right there. That will impale somebody if they step on it right there. I'll keep it. Oh, there's... Let me put this in a garbage can, actually. The hook fell off. Kind of rusted, but it can definitely hurt somebody. Put it up on this thing right here. Oh, it's too windy to get out. Oh, guys, it's too windy to get out. I'm off Cortez. Yeah, look. We're off Cortez, guys. How you doing, sir? I'm live from the internet. How you doing? Yeah, you want it? I don't have anywhere to take it. I got my hands full, but that's a good fishing lure.
Well, no, I see the birds that are waiting for things to be fish and stuff washed up on shore to eat them.
Yeah, I'd take it if I were you. I was going to take it, but I got nowhere to put it. It's a good lure. It just needs new hooks. Those are the expensive ones, too. I already found one earlier. I only keep one for hurricane. One per hurricane is my rule. I already found one earlier. It's in my car. Yeah, I keep them for decoration. That's what I keep them for. That's a little token of the sea from the hurricane.
Where you from?
Fort Myers, man. I went through Ian.
Right.
20 years in Naples.
Keep up the good. I've been there 30 years, but yeah, keep up the good work.
Yep.
30 years is the most I've seen.
This has been the most in 30 years? Crazy, huh? So this isn't, they don't know, this isn't normal for them.
Time on that? 5 o'clock today.
So all this is flooded out. I'll show you guys it's flooded out on the other side too. Beautiful Yukons here. Got two beautiful Yukons here. Beautiful new suburban trucks. And you can see that on the other side we have water as well. And it's not looking pretty, guys. The bridge is blocked and the storm surge is rising over here as well. So Cortez is a bridge right now. It's got water on both sides. Yeah, it's a beautiful area when it's not flooded to crap. You can see over here Cortez is pretty much left like an island at this point with water coming through on both sides. It's not over for us yet, guys. The crazy part is it is not over. They think it's gonna come back in again, and they think it's gonna come back in again. So crazy, man. Crazy. So I just talked to a local. He's been here for 30 years. He said this is yeah, what a title, right? He said this is the most flooding he's seen in 30 years. The most storm surge he's seen in 30 years. So this is not a normal situation. And actually, I think they got off pretty easy compared to what happened with what's the other hurricane? Ian and Fort Myers. They got off pretty easy. It's crazy to think this is happening all over again. Yeah, everything's open. In town, everything's open. This guy thinks he's gonna pass or what? Turn around. They gotta all turn around. In town, everything's open. There's gas, there's food. It's just the islands that are having a storm surge roll through. Well, it's another Hurricane Ian. Madness is ensuing here. Aggravation and madness is ensuing here, that's for sure. Madness and aggravation is ensuing, guys. And I hope this doesn't become a tourist attraction for people. That's why I'm live streaming it. I'm here so you don't have to, but people might think it's a joke. But what's going to happen here soon is if this storm surge comes in again, we're going to be stranded on this bridge. We might be already on the way to that. We were almost, look at that, the guy almost hit the other guy's door. This might be a bigwig right here. I don't know if he's news or county official, but he's got a badge. We'll see what happens. But behind us, Anna Maria Island is underwater, and we are literally on a bridge here ourselves, so not looking good. SUVs, brand new black Yukons there. But as you can see, the water's rising again. Water coming up again, wind's starting to push again. Nightmare ensues again, once again. Fort Myers Beach. I didn't see Anna Maria underwater. Live webcams over there show it's not. Some parts of it are. I can see the mobile homes are definitely underwater. I can see it from here. There's different. Anna Maria Island's big. It's got good, high spots and low spots. But from here, you can see the mobile homes there underwater. Yeah, and this nightmare is going to continue in a lot of places for a lot of people. What a mess, guys. Total nightmare. I've been up here since 4 in the morning. I slept a few hours, and they weren't good hours to sleep. I was nervous all night. Land for cash, that's right. A lot of news agents just trying to clear a path to get on the island, but they're not going to let them. But you can see over there, storm surge pushed through that building. That's a restaurant over there. Call service okay so far. Yes, we have electricity, we have water, gas stations are open. Some people were left without power in Bradenton, but they had it back in a few hours. Inland, the situation is better. It's only a disaster along the coast. That's a good restaurant. You can see water. That water. Oh, and actually, all along the sides here. I'll show you guys. I'll give you guys a tour of the area. Everything's flooded out. It's not just here. But I came here just so you guys can see Anna Maria. She's at home sleeping. Katie's at home sleeping. Katie is at home sleeping. So I'm out here just by myself for the most part. But you can see the restaurant, the back wall got blown out. I'm actually going to leave because they're predicting it to come up again. And if the storm surge comes up again, I don't want to be here. But I'll give you guys a tour of some other areas nearby. And you'll see it's quite an extensive area. And I recently, oh, sorry about that. The homeless are sleeping on the streets, man. I got videos coming for you guys. Homeless people are sleeping on the streets. The homeless people were running out on US 41 at night. Homeless people sleeping on the streets. They wrap themselves in tarps. It's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen, bro. No shelters. I seen homeless people. They just wrap themselves in a tarp. They literally wrap themselves completely in a tarp, and they're sleeping on the side of the road with tarps wrapped around them. It's completely pathetic. Distasteful, really. It's wrong. It's wrong. They need to have a shelter. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I see we got 300 people watching, but less than 70 likes. Make sure you hit the like for sure. Hit the like button on me. So far, it hasn't gone up more. It's been at the same spot for a while. You can look over in Anna Maria Island. You can see that the mobile homes right now are underwater on the other side. Crazy stuff, man. Lighter right there, see-through lighter. Crazy. You can see the line on the building that the storm surge was a little bit higher earlier. Oh, yeah, chico, que vuelta, man. Anna Maria Island looks bad, guys. I'll show you real quick. That's what it looks like towards Anna Maria Island. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. It's definitely intensifying a little bit more now. And it hasn't gone down. It's been at the same spot, which is weird because, it's not exactly the wind itself. The wind was blowing way harder last night. It's kind of not as much. But sad situation. And you can see on the other side, the mobile homes on Anna Maria Island are underwater. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe. It has begun. It hasn't ended. They said that there's another high tide coming in later on today. There were some tide charts, but there was some confusion over. They had 3 potential tide charts. One was 2 a.m., one was around 4, but they're telling me in the next hour there'll be another high tide. It's been a little confusing. Different tide charts have different predictions, so there hasn't been concordance between the tide charts, but they're trying to figure out which tide charts aren't really accurate, especially when you got wind and hurricanes and stuff. There's no real tide charts used to be very predictable many years back, but they've become garbage. There's a boat that sank over there. You can see a boat that sank. I got 300 people watching. Y'all need to hit the like if you're watching, for real. I've been out here since 4 in the morning trying to get you guys sustained content. Y'all need to hit the like button all the time down there. I'm not sure. Y'all gotta hit the like button. Y'all been out here since 4 in the morning for you guys. Crazy. I thought it would go down by now, but it hasn't. It's been kind of consistently in the same spot for a while. Not sure why I thought it would go down, but it hasn't. Not a pretty day here on the beach today. And I'm gonna guess the island will probably be closed to non-residents for a while. happened. I don't know what's going on in North Florida. I haven't had a chance to even look at my phone today. It's been nonstop. Thank you so much. Great stream. Thank you so much, me. Likes are free for sure. Yeah, likes are free, y'all, for real. I needed to get some sleep. I didn't sleep at all last night. I thought by now the hurricane would clear up and the storm surge would go down, but it hasn't happened, you know. I really expected this to, by now I really expected it to go down and clear up, but nothing at all, guys. And a line of tourists as usual. I really expected by now. Let me grab my stabilizer. My arm is really starting to hurt from holding the camera. I feel like my arm is dead at this point. I need to head up to 7-Eleven down the road and use the bathroom at some point. But you can see it's to the top of the bridge right here. And at least it's calming down for a minute. It was kind of wild earlier. A lot of stuff getting washed up over here. Non-stop. It's starting to clear up towards Anna Maria Island. You can make out that the mobile homes are still in the water. You can see a few boats that are down. The bridge is getting washed out, y'all. Look, not good at all. So this is going to be a long-term. This is going to be like Hurricane Ian in Fort Myers. You can see that the bridge got washed out here. So they're letting people walk on the bridge. I don't know why they're doing that. I'm not going to risk my life and do that, but they're walking on the bridge. You can see this got washed out. So now their waves are coming over it again. So not good. But you can see that the mobile homes down there are underneath the water for sure. It doesn't look too good, but it's been crazy, guys. It's been crazy. Yeah. I haven't slept at all. For me here. I'm sleepy and hungry, and I just want to go home and shower. It was crazy to see homeless people out and about during the hurricane. You'll see the videos later. I'll upload when I get a chance. But still pushing. Actually, this is bad right here. This wind direction we're getting now is bad. This is bad, guys. It's gonna be bad. You see the wind's coming on shore now. It's coming out of the sun. It's coming on shore now, so not good at all. I think the storm surge is gonna come up again with this. The wind's coming on shore now, and that will push even more water towards us. So here in Bradenton, south of Tampa, it's not getting better. It's not getting better at all here. Que lo que, mi hermano, que lo que, que lo que. Watching from Montgomery, we got Montgomery in the house. Wild. This wind coming onshore now will probably bring the storm surge up in no time. If it rises too much, I'm leaving. Because I don't want to be stranded here. Definitely the last thing we want is to be stranded out here. That we don't want. But you can see it's came up a little bit again. And the bridge is compromised, so guys, onshore wind, this is horrible. The wind's now moving onshore. It's gonna get higher, guys. It's gonna come up again in no time. Not good. Onshore wind is the last thing we need. New York City in the house. All right. Windy. It's very windy. Super windy out here. Windy again, and it's onshore now, so we can expect it to get worse with this onshore wind. Not good at all. Horrible. I'm gonna guess, yeah, there it is. It's definitely came up a little bit. Wow, it's blowing now again. Onshore wind. This will be bad. We're gonna see the storm surge come up again. Any word, guys, on what's going on in Tallahassee? Has it made landfall yet up that way? I've been here all day. I haven't even got a chance to see what's going on somewhere else. But South Carolina in the house, Bronx in the house, Georgia. I see you, Coco. Nope, it's coming up. Yeah, guys, it's crawling up on us again. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Wind's still blowing, and now it's blowing inshore. Wind blowing inshore, even worse now. Unbelievable. We can expect this crap to just get a little bit worse here. De madre city. Great coverage, Jose. I've been watching us landfall damage at night. Checking in from South Mississippi. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? Aquí with wind, windy and crazy in Bradenton. That boat looks like it's just dragging something behind it over there. You can see that boat dragging something behind it. Not sure what the deal is over there, but it's dragging something behind it. And you can see that the mobile homes are underneath the water over there. So windy, it's crazy. Super windy again. They're letting some special people in, like for the county. They're allowed in. The county's allowed in. They're allowing the county in, but they got the bridge closed. And this inshore wind will definitely bring the storm. Oh, what am I? Oh, it's really windy. The water's picking up, and it's going to probably get a whole lot worse here soon with the wind. I can't even imagine how bad it's going to be for North Florida. It's going to be bad for North Florida, guys. Bad, bad, bad. Just another day in Florida, though. Cortez Bridge is closed. Wind is blowing. Blowing good, and you can see the water over there as well. You can see there's maybe some cars underneath the water over there. I know what's going on. A lot of water over there. And wow, it's picking up wind again. Unbelievable, y'all. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed. I've been out here since 4 in the morning, y'all. Barely slept. You saw we were live for 7 hours yesterday. So it's been crazy. It's been wild. Wild. Wild, absolutely wild. The wind keeps blowing. Wow, it's now blowing strong. Unbelievable. It's just now it's coming onshore, which is what's gonna make it really get bad. Yeah, the homeless people are, I'll show you guys videos later. The homeless people, they wrapped sleeping on the streets at night. I think with this inshore wind, it's got to get worse with the it's got to come up. You know, storm surge. That's already 4 feet above. You know. Show you guys over here. You can see there's the water's came in. It's getting windier than crap, man. It's getting hard to stand up, but you can see a lot of just crap floating over there. Show you guys from over here. Wow. Windy. Okay, at least there's less wind over here behind the cars for a second. Show you guys what's going on. I'm gonna have to use a stabilizer for a minute because I've been going non-stop for a while now. But I'll show you guys what's going on over here. This is a restaurant that me and Katie actually ate at. We made a video here recently, but it's looking like that out here. This is like a little restaurant here on the water, and all that is underwater now. Boat sank over there on the other side. Water's still not going down here. Been at about the same level since when I got here at 4 in the morning. It was already like that, so it's been pretty much like this for hours on end. It's not really going down. I'm not sure why. I really thought once the hurricane moved further north, that the storm surge would stop, but it's not. I don't know why I thought it would, like, once the hurricane passed, this would all go back into the ocean, but it's not happening. It's still coming in and not going out. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. It's pulling up water. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but I really thought this would get better by now, and it's only got worse. See that boat sank over there? All this crap is underwater. Unbelievable. I'm not even using the stabilizer. My hand feels like it's gonna fall off. I should really take a break and go to Wawa. With 600 people watching, I gotta stay here. Of course, I think the news just showed up. They got their equipment, professional equipment. Y'all hit me some. Y'all make sure y'all get me some likes. At least hit the like button. Keep me making more money than the local news. They got their heavy duty equipment over there. But theirs is now showing up here. I've been here since 4 in the morning. Theirs is now showing up. Been out here since 4 in the morning. They got to sleep in for that news channel. We've been out here since 4 in the morning. We were recording at 4 in the morning. They got to sleep in for the news channel. I got to get off YouTube and start working for the local news. They get to sleep in. But you can see, we were up all night. We got to stay on top of your game, man. I'm done already. They're just showing up. I got my videos. When they showed up, I was already done. I was done when they showed up. But it's interesting that Manatee County is so relaxed about the media. In Lee County, Florida, well, I did drive all the way to... Well, the thing was that with Lee County, Florida, when I did my Hurricane Ian coverage, it was different because that was just a powerful hurricane that not even the police was allowed to be on the streets. So here, the law enforcement's allowed to be out and about. You know, they're letting the law enforcement be out and about, but you know, law enforcement's allowed to be out and about. I was here at 4 in the morning, right here in the spot we're at right now. I was here at 4 in the morning. I already uploaded the videos. You guys saw them. And I started recording early. The news is just now showing up, man. They're showing up late to the party. Late to the party. The thing about it is with YouTube, it's about who gets it up first. I mean, you can live stream it. You can get it up while it's happening. With the media now. Appreciate you being out there repping B-Town. The news is slacking. They are slacking, bro. I was the only I was out here. I didn't even sleep, and you guys saw we did we live streamed till 2 in the morning. Now 2 in the morning. I don't even know what time we're like 11:30. I don't even know. I woke up at about 2:10. I started looking at the live cams, and I was like, "Yep, storm surge coming in." So it was one of those deals where we're up to 700 people watching this live stream. News just showed up here. Oh, they're trying to get stories, shaking people's hands and. They're just trying to make their things work out. Trying to get live interviews. What news channel do you work for, ma'am? Oh, can't get an answer. Okay. No answer. Fine. They showed up late to the party. I'm about to leave. They're just showing up. No answer. Y'all got to sleep in today? They let you guys sleep in? What news channel do you guys work for, sir? What's that?
ABC.
ABC. Is that local news?
Yes.
Local, like Bradenton? Like Bradenton, like, or Tampa?
In Tampa.
Tampa? They let you guys sleep in, though.
Well, we worked late last night.
Yeah, we were too. I guess I need to get off of YouTube and go ABC. YouTube doesn't give you a break, man. But out of Tampa, ABC News out of Tampa is going to live stream for their agency, but I'm leaving now. I'm leaving. They're going to pay you for that interview?
Huh?
They're going to pay you guys for that interview? No, they got to pay you. You got to tell. They're making money. They got to pay you. I'm not a volunteer. This ain't the Salvation Army out here. I told them, I've been out here since 4 in the morning. They just showed up. I need to go work for ABC and get off of YouTube.
There you go.
You know? All right, guys. So I'm pretty much done. I've been up since 4 in the morning. We've been covering all this crap. It's not getting better. And I think I'm pretty much ready to go home. Rude. I don't give a crap. Yeah, the door's saying thing. Blew the back out of it already. Blew the back wall out of it already. Well, we won't be having fried nuggets for a while. Down there. Let's get up out of here, guys. They're just now showing up. I'm leaving. They're just now showing up. And I think the people that are doing the interview came with them. It's like they're not even real interviewees. It's like the people that they're interviewing came with them, I think. Unbelievable. Let's get up out of here. I need to go work for ABC in Tampa, bro. They got to sleep in, bro. I'm done already. I'm done. I've been out. It's 9 a.m. I'm already done. He's like, we were working up late. I'm like, I didn't get to be up late, dude. I was. They didn't like me. Oh, they sure as crap didn't like me. They people don't like YouTubers. Let me tell you, because we're independent. They got a boss. We don't. So they don't like YouTubers like me. YouTubers like me. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Guys, it's the stupid the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth did that. Are we back on, guys? Is the audio back? Can you guys hear me? I hooked up the battery charger. Nothing much yet. Maybe not really in the zone. Not sure. I hooked this up, so yeah, we're back. Okay, so what happened was, wow, look at those waves coming in now. Unbelievable. Y'all, check this out, man. Okay, so I hooked up the charger so the device doesn't die on me. And when I hook up the charger, somebody said nothing in Port Richey earlier. When I hook up the charger, it hooked into Bluetooth. So let me find a charging port that doesn't work off of Bluetooth. Can you hear me now, or is the audio back? Let me know if the audio's back or not. When I try to hook up I think what happens is it's hooking up to my Bluetooth. It's trying to hook, audio is back. Okay, cool, we're cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, guys, is give me a second here. I'm trying to make things work for you guys. This guy better not hit me with that truck down there. That's pretty. Why would he do it there? Don't hit my truck. Don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Like, I love my Camry. I can't back up anymore. I'm gonna back up. I can't back up anymore. That's it. You're gonna hit my car, dude. Too close, man. Way too close. Okay. Okay, so those trucks are big, man. I'll tell you what. I don't tell you what. Get that big truck down there. Okay, so oh, it wasn't even a dude. It was a female. Okay, that's even scary when it comes to driving. Nice truck, though. I'll tell you that. All right, I'm gonna try. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. When I hook up my phone's gonna die. I'm gonna hook it up to here. When I hook it up to here, my audio could or could not die. We'll find out if it dies or not. Okay, so let me guys know. Did it go out or are we still on? Because I have to charge the device. Eventually it's gonna die. I haven't got a warning for I haven't got a warning yet, but it will eventually. I hear you. Cool, okay. Okay, we're good. So ABC Tampa's here, trying to get free interviews from people. I pay for my interviews, by the way. I don't know if the news is doing interviews for free. I pay for my interviews. I don't do interviews for free. They're trying to get people to interview with them, and when she saw me recording, she knew I was a YouTuber. She didn't even reply to me. Rude. I was like, hey man, where you guys from? She didn't reply at all. Very rude. That's just some rude folks right there. But they're trying to get some free interviews for the news channel. Ain't that something? I pay people. Every person you see on my YouTube channel interview, I pay for my interviews. I don't do interviews for free. And if I interview people, I protect their integrity. I protect their privacy. I did when I was younger, I did a interview for ABC. It happened to be down in Naples. Or it might have been Wink News, one of the two. And they changed the story, completely changed the story. I mean, completely. They took parts out and put in other parts, and it became like one of those where like they took it out of context, bro. And it was really embarrassing because our street flooded in Naples. Our street flooded, and we were complaining that we've been calling the county and all that. It's a privacy choice. Whatever. I don't give a crap. She doesn't care about privacy. She's trying to get free interviews. So you can't have that double standard. So she's going up to people and telling them that she wants free interviews, but then I can't talk to her when I'm live streaming. That's the same exact thing. That's a double standard. That doesn't make sense. If she really likes privacy, then maybe she shouldn't work for the freaking news. How about that? Screw ABC Tampa. Conmigo no, me fajo con reportero, hacer, yo soy guapo, hacer. But anyways, no, yo sí me fajo con reportero, para que tú sepas. Yo me fajo con el reportero. Yes, they'll change your story, man. So they took my story out of context. I did an interview. I gave them a great interview. And then when it aired on the TV, they changed the context. They told us it was one thing when they showed up, and then when they published it, they changed the context, and they had me talking out of context, saying something that isn't what I said. So yeah, it's crazy to think that the news, first, they don't pay people for interview, and people volunteer for that. What I don't understand is the news, they're freaking billionaires. ABC News, they're billionaires, and they get free interviews from people, you know? Now, I'm a YouTuber, and because I'm a YouTuber, I got to pay everybody for interviews. I cannot get an interview for free. If I want an interview, I have to pay people, and they want to get paid a lot. They want to make 50, 60% of what the video is going to make, you know? So that's the crazy thing about the news is, for one, well, on one side of it, they don't pay for the interviews. And two, I'm an independent reporter. I can't get a free interview. I got to pay everybody for my interviews, man. And they know how much you make on YouTube, so they're already calculating how much they want for their interview. Yet the news will grab your story, take it out of context. Yeah, they'll take it out of context. They'll take your story out of context, air it, and you'll be okay with it. You won't, you know what I mean? Yes, they are about good, but they have the power. I've never got how the news gets free interviews. They take it out of context. Now, if you're a small independent reporter like me, you can't get no love, bro. You cannot get love. With Hurricane Ian, they should be in Clearwater. But you know why they came here? They came here because FJ Bama. What the crap? What the crap are you guys on? Take your work out of context for their narrative, man. It's crazy. It really is. You know, nobody shows the little guy any love. Hurricane Ian, I covered Hurricane Ian, 30 days working hard for Hurricane Ian, live streaming, uploading videos, risking my life, all that good stuff for Hurricane Ian, right? I'm in Cortez off of Anna Maria Island. I'm on Cortez in Bradenton, Florida, off, right at the entrance of Anna Maria Island. And it's crazy how I did all that. My videos reached 3 million people, yet nobody subscribed. They tuned in to watch my video, but they never subscribed. They never watched another video again. And that's why I told Kitty, you know, next time there's a hurricane, I'm just going to live stream the whole thing. Because, you know, the other way didn't work. You know, I uploaded all those videos and it didn't work. So, you know, you learn as you go. I don't know why are you guys talking about politics? What does politics have to do with any of this right now? We're here watching our town get destroyed by a hurricane. The storm surge has not gone down at all. Not sure why. I really understood that by now. Oh, there's bigger waves coming in now. I'm not sure why the storm surge hasn't gone back and receded. I know you're cool. We have a small core following. You know, we have a small core following. You guys are awesome. But I mean, like, only like 12% of people that watch my channel are subscribed. You know, only 12% of the people that watch my channel will subscribe. Like, we just now reached 100,000 subscribers last week or two. I get 100,000 views every 2 days. Like, that's what's weird about my channel. Like, okay, we just, after 4 years, it took 4 years to get 100,000 subscribers, right? Okay? 4 freaking years of hard work and investment to get 100,000 subscribers. Yet, I'll get 100,000 views in 2 days. In other words, I should have had 100,000 subscribers in a month. But people don't want to subscribe to my channel. There's something about my personality that people, like, they want my content, but they don't want me. You know, it's a weird thing. There's something about it. Is it racial? Is it social? Is it economic? Is it social economic? There's something about me that people just don't want to subscribe. Look at this person. He says, Locked02. It took me 5 years, 1,300 videos to get 4,000 subscribers, but I don't mind. It's a long process. But see, like, there's people who will get a lot. Like, let's say, like, there's a girl that has a fishing channel. A girl, right? She's a female. It's not moving. It's been the same. I've been here since 4 in the morning. Since 4 in the morning, it hasn't gone up or down. Well, I drove around town and came back. The storm surge came in and it hasn't gone out. I don't understand why it hasn't. I think the hurricane just is intensifying, so the wind keeps building up and building up. It might be the problem that the wind keeps building up. I think it's because if the hurricane keeps intensifying, then it keeps sucking up energy from behind. Daniel Roberts, cry, cry, cry. No, I'm talking. Why are you watching? I bet you're one of those people that watches and doesn't subscribe. Think you're great. Yeah, thank you guys. So, yeah, thank you guys that are subscribed. I never got that. You know, it took 4 years to get 100,000 subscribers. But I get 100,000 views in 2 days. Sometimes I'll get 100,000 views in 1 day. Yesterday, I got 100,000 views in 1 day. Never got that part. It's weird. It's very awkward. Never understood it. But there's this female. She has a fishing channel. And she does fishing in a thong. Okay? Her fishing videos suck. She just goes fishing in a thong. She doesn't upload that much. How it should be. She doesn't upload that much. At all. Yeah, she has on her channel an incredible subscription rate, even though not that much content, but it's her in a thong. And that's what's challenging about being a creator. It's like you could do great content and it doesn't really matter. Thank you, Justin, for subscribing. But then you like, there's creators like a woman in a thong fishing. She'll get 100,000 subscribers in 2 videos. And it's just a woman in a thong fishing. No personality. It's just shots of her in a thong fishing. It's weird how the internet works. A mí ánimo hermano, está bueno lo que hace. No, it's all good. The best. Thank you guys. Hurricane Biden. Not sure why you guys what does that even matter? Not sure why you guys were talking about politics. I'm still wondering what politics have to do. There's like a bunch of people talking politics in here, and I don't know how it's relevant. Quality doesn't matter anymore. It's third channel performs better than main channel. I like your content, bro. Thanks. I do what I can. I do what I can. I do what I can. First time here, and sorry, but gotta quit whining. Be grateful for anyone who watches. Politics. I still don't get why we're talking about politics. Why am I angry? I've been up. Why am I angry? Because I haven't slept all night. I'm kind of just angry at the world. I slept maybe 2 hours at most. Haven't showered, haven't ate, haven't slept, haven't showered, haven't ate. Haven't used the bathroom in 8 hours or something either. Plenty of reason to be frustrated at the world. This is still... Ooh, that guy drove over the seaweed. He's not very smart. That stuff is packed with fishing hooks. Because what happens, like all that seaweed, like you see all that, you don't ever want to drive through that stuff. You see that seaweed, you don't want to drive through that stuff because that stuff, it's packed with seaweeds and stuff. Yeah, I'm still wondering why they're talking about politics. People are dumb. But you see all that seaweed, you'd never want to drive over that because there's a lot of fishing hooks in there. And if you drive over that, you're almost certain. Well, there's nowhere to use the bathroom around here. I thought about going behind the garbage can, but that's kind of... There's 2 police cars right behind me. Because we're right on the entrance to the Cortez Bridge. So the locals tell me that this hasn't happened in 30 years. 30 years, the locals are telling me that this situation here in 30 years has never happened. And the news people left already. They were here for 5 minutes. They came, they left. What are you guys whacking at? I'm not sure. I haven't slept, haven't ate, haven't showered, haven't used the bathroom. So I'm pretty much about as toasted as it gets right now. So if I'm a little irritable, it's understandable. I started doing videos like 2 a.m. I was out here by 4. I'm just like, yeah, thank Trump for all this water. Citrus County, Florida, weather's fine for you guys. I don't get it. I really don't get why this storm surge hasn't got down. It doesn't make any sense to me. Typical, I live in Polk County, Florida, and all they care about is politics and boring. I know, bro. That's the one thing about all these old Florida farts, man. All these old Florida farts are unbearable with their politics, man. Unbearable. We're not going to be able to see the water here soon. People keep lining up here. People keep lining up here. We're not going to be able to see the water. Honestly, gets more subs come. How much do I make in a month? That's a video I would have to make and talk. I don't think... Here's a problem with saying how much I make a month. People wouldn't understand it. And why don't you ask me how much I invest in a month? Okay, that would be a better question. How much do I invest into my YouTube channel in a month? So, like, last month, I paid out for YouTube interviews and feeding the homeless $600. This month that we just finished right now. This month that we finished, I paid out, right? $600 for interviews and just giving back to homeless people. I do a lot of giving back, but it's part of my YouTube channel. Well, I've been here way before them. I don't know where all these people are showing up from. This is becoming a spectacle here, really. It's really becoming a spectacle. Because you can see it, and you can't get on Anna Maria Island, but you can see Anna Maria Island from here. You feed the homeless. I do a lot of homeless feeding videos. They don't get a lot of views, but $600 I gave back to the homeless. When I did that, so I've done 2 videos here. So I did a video explaining how much we spent on our Canada trip. It might be a good video for you to watch. There's a problem of saying how much I make now. There really is. You get to the point where that doesn't matter. I'm a full-time YouTuber. That's pretty much all you need to know, really. When I made $1,000 a month, you guys knew about it. When I made $2,000 a month, you guys knew about it. And when I made enough off YouTube, right? When I started making so much off YouTube that I started living off it, I told you guys, hey, I'm living purely off of YouTube. So I've been very transparent about how much I make on YouTube, but to just in a live stream with 1,000 people start talking about how much I make, well, how about you tell me how much money you make? Tell me how much money you got in the bank, You got to have some type of privacy at some point, At some point you matter, and I don't think it's relevant. Now, you guys, I made 2 videos. The trip to Canada. In the trip to Canada, we made a video about how much money we spent on that trip. When we did the California video, okay? When we made the California video, I made a video that explained exactly every dollar we spent on that trip. So, if you watch my channel enough, you'll get some clues. So, I'm a full-time YouTuber, right? Here's what we know about me, right? Yeah, there's a lot of homeless people here. It's crazy. But anyways, how much I pay for rent. You guys know my rent is $2,000 a month, okay? So I make more than $2,000 a month because my rent's $2,000. You guys know my car payment is $1,100 or $1,200, almost $1,300. So that's $33 right there between car and housing. Now you still gotta pay the light bill. You still gotta pay the hotel. So if you watch my YouTube channel as a subscriber, you can figure out how much I spend on gas, hotels. I tell you guys, my rent, my car payment, my bills, my utilities. Okay. Yes, I paid $1,300 for my car. Let me explain to you why. I want to pay off my car. I want to pay off my car in a year and a half. It's not how much the car's worth. The car owes $20,000. The reason my car payment is so high is because I want to pay it off. Because look, I had 2 options when I financed the car. I could pay it off in 5 or 6 years. There was like $18,000 in interest, right? I could have paid $18,000 in interest if I took like a 5 or 6 year car payment, right? So when I bought the car, they made me take a 6-year car payment, because with the 6-year car payment, it's like $18,000 in taxes, but in interest, right? Interest. Now back it up a minute. I went back to Suncoast and I refinanced. There's a lot of haters here today. I don't know what the crap is wrong. I have never seen so many haters. A lot of haters on the channel today. I went back to Suncoast. I refinanced the car, and the shorter your term is, right, you get an APR. APR is annual percentage rate. Okay. So if you finance your car over 5 or 6 years, you pay that interest 5 or 6 times. If you get your car payment down to 2 years, you'll have a higher car payment. However, I financed $30,000. $28,000 is only going to cost me $1,800. Where is if I took a 5 or 6 year, I would have paid $18,000. So you pay 10 times more interest, right? If I took a $400 car payment, I would pay 10 times more interest. Does that make sense? So the reason my car payment's $1,300 is so that I save. I'm only paying a finance charge of $1,800. That is insane. Can you imagine? I financed $28,000, and it's only going to cost me $1,800 to finance $28,000. But again, if you take their 6-year car payment that they initially give you, yeah, you'll pay $18,000. Wild. Highly considering getting a Mitsubishi Mirage. It's an absolute pile of garbage. Absolute pile of garbage. I wouldn't buy that car for nothing. Get yourself a Camry, bro. I don't like Toyota. I'm not a Toyota guy. I like BMW, Mercedes-Benz. There's a structural fire on Orchard Drive in Ellington, okay? In Ellington, there's a structural fire. So that's probably related to a thunderstrike. I just got a notification for a structural fire in Ellington. You can see the tire is moving in a little bit. Structural fire in Ellington. I'm not sure. 48 car loan to save interest. Well, you can get it down to you can get it double. If you go now, right? If you go in now and you get that 48-month car loan, let's say you go into Suncoast and you get a 20-month or 18-month car payment, you'll save $6,000 or $7,000. It's crazy. Horrible financial decisions. What do you mean horrible financial decisions? Financing a car the way I do it and paying very little interest makes sense. I mean, to pay $1,800 on a $28,000 car payment, that's pretty sweet. But most people just take that, they want the low car payment. No. My finance charge is only $1,800. It'll be paid off in a year and a half. It was $28,000 when I first got it. I got it down to $20,000. Go figure. That okay, just so you understand, I refinanced the car like, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago. It was at $28,000. I'm already down to $20,000, so that's the way to do it, really. So we're in a Camry right now. I don't like Toyota. I'm not a Toyota guy. But I am a reliability guy. Okay? I like reliability. I don't like Toyota, but I do like reliability. And this Camry, I got 60,000 miles on it. We got it with 15. So I've put, guys, it's really getting nasty now. Look at these waves coming in. I think it might actually start moving up again. We'll see. It's starting to get nasty out here again. I really don't understand why the storm surge hasn't gone back out. And why it's actually coming back in a little bit. Are you using this location for a little while? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm getting tired. I want to go home and sleep. I'm loving my Toyota Camry. So the thing about a Toyota Camry is I'm up to 61,000 miles. It hasn't had a single error code since I bought it. Since I bought this car, it hasn't had a single error code, not even one. This car has 60,000 miles and it's never had a mechanical problem. It's got a few small cosmetic problems, but I think it's a 2020 or not 2021, 2020. I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, we're getting this guy's blocking our view here. Hopefully they leave soon. This has become a spectacle here for people. The sun came out finally, but the wind's still blowing. See if I can get an angle where we can see what's happening in the background, because they are blocking our view here. I guess what people are surprised about is how long Anna Maria Island on the other side's been underwater. Throw popcorn at them, see if they eat it. Kind of, he could have parked that golf cart somewhere that wasn't in the way, but whatever. I'm not in the mood for fighting with people. None of my business. I'll just keep it moving. Hopefully they'll leave in a few minutes. Gator, why are you watching me? If you don't like me, why are you watching me? Wow, the wind's really picking up now, guys. Check this out. It's really picking up. And I'm going to guess that if the wind keeps going like this, that the storm surge may actually... I think people here are rude just to be rude on purpose. They really are. There's no reason for him to... Like, even now, he literally boxed me in. Like, if I wanted to leave, or the car over there wanted to leave, they couldn't. Very rude of him to park the car. Gator, I'm going to block you, bro. I'm just going to block you. I've had enough of you. Let's see. Hi, this user. I've had enough of this piece of crap. I've had it with him. Why block the view? Why do that? Like, why block the view? He sees my camera. He sees that I'm recording. Why do that? Why park your golf cart in the way? Kind of rude. The sun's finally out. He'll leave in a minute. I'm sure he saw that I was recording. Wow, the wind's blowing hard, guys. Like, my car's just shook. I'm sorry. I'm just so tired. Yeah, I told you they'll leave quickly. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I love how people are parking their cars right on the on top of the stuff where all the fishing hooks are. The wind's picking up and the waves are getting worse. So, not good news for the areas that are underwater. They're gonna be underwater for most of the day apparently. It's already 9:30 and it's actually getting worse. I don't get it. Anybody know the track of the hurricane lately? Is Sarasota safe? I don't know what's going on in Sarasota, but I mean, we're not far from Sarasota, so I guess they might have had storm surge too. Not sure. Look at this, guys. So these waves are coming in again. This is unbelievable. I got a good parking spot. That's all I know. I got myself a good parking spot. Been here since early. I can't believe the cops are letting people just come here and take pictures. In Lee County, they wouldn't allow that. In Lee County, they would have fenced this all off already. But the cops here in Branson are pretty cool. This post is going to fall on somebody. It keeps shaking next to people's heads. Eventually, it's going to snap off and hurt somebody. So like I said, I'm not a Toyota guy. It's not my favorite car brand. But come on, this thing's got 60,000 miles on it. And it has never had an error code. I bought a 2021 or 22. I can't remember what year. I bought so many cars, I can't remember. But I bought it fresh off the lot, 0 miles, right? Fresh off the lot, 0 miles. I bought a 2020 or 2021. I can't remember the year, 2022. I couldn't remember the year because I bought so many cars. It might have been a 21 Silverado. 0 miles, guys. I was the first person to drive this car. I was the first person ever to drive this car. I paid $46,000 cash out the door. I bought it cash in Punta Gorda. Remember, we did the Michigan trip and we did the New York trip. The first time I went to New York City and the first time me and Katie went to Michigan together was in that truck. And when I got back from Michigan, the truck had 11,000 miles and 4 different error codes. So imagine this. I buy the truck brand spanking new off the lot, and we immediately go on a road trip. This was a 2.7 Silverado. Cash money, yes. I paid $46,000 cash for the truck. I buy this truck brand new. Now, I had a lot of money that I needed to write off. So what we did is we used it as a write-off, really. In other words, it was better to write off a lot of money than it was to pay taxes on it. So it was better to do, it was better to buy the car, take the write-off, and not lose that money. But it was like this. We ended up only putting 11,000 miles on one single road trip, guys. And when I got back, there was like 3 or 4 different error codes. So that was, in a sense, a wake-up call that if in the first 11,000 miles, it's already got 4 different codes going off, that truck was a piece of garbage. So I took it back to the dealership, and I got $38,000 or $40,000. I lost $6,000, and that sounds like a huge loss. But here's what you got to calculate. Those $6,000, I could write them off, so it was a write-off, right? I like write-offs. Who doesn't like a write-off? On one side, it was a write-off, and on the other side, it was also one of those deals where if you calculate that how long I had the truck, how long I used it, I put 11,000 miles on it. That's what cars depreciate. Took it back to the dealership. I said, hey, bro, this car's a piece of crap. I don't want it. I can't believe how stupid people are. Here we are talking about a hurricane and car payments, and these people are out here talking about politics. How miserable do you have to be? What does this have to do with politics? How miserable is your life that here we are looking at a natural disaster, people losing their businesses and homes, and these idiots are here talking about politics? How miserable and insignificant. You couldn't contribute something better to the conversation than politics? Unbelievable. Miserable old farts, man. Miserable old farts. Anyways, that post is going to snap off and hit somebody. This is, we're right at the entrance of Anna Maria Island, correct? On Cortez. Anna Maria Island, the entrance to Anna Maria Island. I really don't understand how the storm surge is still here. Not bad, exactly. If you do the math, that's not bad. That's about what it costs to rent a car, except for I rented a car that was mine. So I took a loss. It looks like I lost a lot of money, but you still had to pay taxes on that money. The thing is, that money had to be a write-off. I had to blow through that money because we sold a house and we got $138,000 cash. Let me tell you, that year, I told Katie, we're going to blow $100,000 this year. I told her every single last dollar has to get burnt. Because if we don't, we're going to pay a lot of money in taxes. And on top of that, I have my income. So I got the house profits and the income. So I told Katie, let's buy some real estate that we'll resell it in the future. I talked to my accountant and figured it out. And we moved things from left to right. And we agreed, let's blow through this money as quickly as possible and invest it into our YouTube channel, and we can write it off. Because we would still have to pay taxes on it. It was either pay taxes on income or pay taxes on the money we had. So it made sense to blow the money, invest it, and then throw it out, and then have it be income in the future. And it worked out all right. Then I got a 2012 2500. I miss this truck every single day. Oh my, do I miss this truck. Now, here's where stupidity kicked in. I got the truck for $30,000 with like 50,000 miles. I think it had 56,000 miles when I got it. Okay. I got a 2012. I told the guy at the dealership, I said, hey, bro, when a 2012, when a 2500 with a 6.0 engine comes through here, I want it. No exceptions. I'll buy it cash again. He calls me up. It was like $30,000. So I paid $30,000 for this truck. And I got it with 56,000 miles. And like less than a year later, it was at 83,000 miles. So we put like 30,000. That's Poe's gonna snap off and hit somebody with a phone upside the head. So yeah, we ended up putting a lot of miles. Guys, the wind's getting so strong that some palm trees, but I just saw a palm tree fall. I literally just saw a palm tree fall to the left of me. It's pretty windy out here. These people are kind of protected because there's like a bunch of trees here, but out in the open, I just saw a palm tree fall in the open. So I buy this pickup truck for $30,000. I put maybe 34,000 miles. I can't remember exactly. It was like a ridiculous. So that truck, we took that truck on so many road trips. We took it all the way to Colorado. And finally, towards the end of the truck's life expectancy for me, right? Like 6 months later, I've put 40,000 miles on it. Towards the end of the truck's life expectancy, I ended up, I got $22,000 for it. Now, I had $2,000 in repairs because, and again, here's where stupidity kicks in. I spent $4,000 installing a freaking sound system to make the trunk rattle. But I'll tell you, it's the best $4,000 I ever spent. We're at the corner of Anna Maria Island. We're about to be on Anna Maria Island. Here's Tampa ABC News. They've been here for a little bit. They got here at 9 a.m. Zoom out. Okay, I'll zoom out a little bit. I'm not sure what you want me to zoom out for, but there we go. The news is here. People want me to zoom out. Okay. It's getting windy, for sure. It has made landfall as a Category 3. Unbelievable. Where did it make landfall? Can somebody tell me where it made landfall? I can't believe that it's still this windy. This windy and this much storm surge still. It's unbelievable. 15 foot underwater. Where's that at? 15 foot storm surge where? Please do not park your car in front of me. I will not tolerate that. I will draw the line there if somebody tries to park their car in front of mine. Yeah, park over there, please. Guys, this is actually intensifying. The winds are stronger. That post is going to snap off and hit somebody in the head for standing in the way. People got their kids out here. What the crap is wrong with people? You don't bring your kids to a place like this. I really wouldn't. Why would you bring your kids with 60-mile-per-hour winds? People are crazy. I would not bring my kids out here. This is a storm. This is a storm surge. The water could rise 4 or 5 feet in 3 minutes, and all these cars are going to be floating around. In Naples, Fort Myers Beach, that's exactly what happened. This is a hurricane. This is a natural disaster. That storm surge could climb 3 to 4 feet, 5, 6 feet in no time. That storm surge could, in no time, inundate this whole place. No exaggeration. Like, this is not something to be sightseeing. A palm branch, that post is going to snap off. You see that piece of 2x4? That 2x4 is, before we leave today, is going to snap off and hit somebody upside the head. I do this because I'm getting paid. If I wasn't getting paid, I'd be at home watching it on TV. Watching some other idiot being out here. But it's become a spectacle. It really has. The news is out here. And the thing is that Anna Maria Island sticks out into the ocean. So it's a wind vantage point. The news people are here. So the person that they're interviewing isn't even like a real person. First they were trying to get... it's somebody that's with them that they're interviewing. They're interviewing somebody that's with them. This is full of people. People are bringing their kids out here. I don't know why people would bring their kids here. I wouldn't bring my kids out here. I really wouldn't. This person's going to hit my car. I just know it. You ever see somebody and just know that they're going to hit your car? And then we got the Camry. Here's the thing about the Camry. So we've already put 45,000 miles on this car. So we put 11,000 on one car. We put 34,000 on the other. And and that doesn't include the Yukon. Keep in mind we had the Yukon, right? But we're never going to talk about the Yukon. I got the Yukon with 111. We let it go over 146. So we put 50,000 miles on the Yukon. We almost put 50,000 miles on the Yukon, just roughly, like just a rough estimate, about 50,000 miles on the Yukon. So the Yukon picked up about 50,000 miles. That was 50,000 miles. But that doesn't count because that's not really a write-off vehicle because it wasn't newer. I think I could write the mileage off, but not like the vehicle. I was able to write off the mileage on that one, I think. But whatever. Now we got this car. We've put 45,000 miles on it. And it hasn't had any issues at all. Oh, on the truck also. The one that I paid $30,000 for. I also spent on that pickup truck $5,600 on wheels. Okay? $5,600 on wheels. $4,000 on a sound system. And $300 on window tints, I think, or something. It did something else to it. It didn't have any mechanical issues. So when I got rid of it, it finally got a mechanical issue when I got rid of it. So I took it to the dealership and I said, hey, if you give me 22, well, it was a weird deal. Like it wasn't like a normal deal, but it did have some upcoming repairs that were electrical. And those electrical repairs ended up being worked into the deal when I sold it. So my point being is that this Toyota Camry, despite the fact I don't like Camrys, I don't like Toyotas, it's uncomfortable compared to a pickup truck. It's not as cool as a Silverado. It's not as cool as a 2500. But if there's one thing that can be said is that this freaking car is reliable, bro. I've put 45,000 miles on this car. It's uncomfortable right now. It's uncomfortable. I hate it. I punch it sometimes. I just hate it. I don't like this car. I really don't. But, bro, I put 45,000 miles on this car without a single issue. Come on, bro. That is hard to beat. Very hard to beat. Reliability on Toyota is incredible. You know? So they're interviewing a person over here for the ABC people. They didn't like me from the get-go. They didn't like me from the get-go. I'm in Neptune Beach, yo. Yeah. So did anybody see where the hurricane actually made landfall? Honk the horn. Nah, it's alright. There's too many people around. You should go interview someone. No, it's okay. I don't need to interview anybody. There are police cars behind me, so we don't want I might honk the horn now, but they're blocking my view. They are blocking my view. Okay. I'm not going to be rude or engage with people. It's just not worth it. People are, I don't know if they've lost their house and they want to fight somebody or something. That post is literally going to snap off and hit somebody upside the head at any moment. Whatever, we've been live for 83 minutes. You keep asking where it landed. Heads towards Crawfordville to see where it landed. The car's shaking now, so it's definitely windier. I don't really understand how the hurricane's been gone. My car's shaking, guys. It's really windy now. I don't get it. If this hurricane is all the way in Tallahassee, thank you so much. Honk the horn. You want me to honk the horn? Okay, $5. I'll honk the horn. 3. No, let me let this truck pass because I don't want the truck to think that I'm honking the horn at them. I can't honk the horn though. There's a cop right there. I don't want to really draw any type of attention. I really can't, guys. I can't draw attention because there's police cars right behind me. They have like there's a bunch of police cars right behind me. So I can't draw attention. I'm sorry. I appreciate the $5 though. But I definitely cannot honk the horn. It would draw too much attention. I can't, bro. The news are reporting over. There's too many police behind me. I really can't be a nuisance. I don't want to become a public nuisance. I'm sorry. I can't. I really can't. You're repeating yourself. Yes, I am, bro. I'm tired. I haven't slept. I slept 2 hours. I'm very tired. I don't know how I'm still awake, basically. Haven't slept, haven't eaten, haven't showered. Wow, I can't believe the storm doesn't... It makes no sense that this storm... I've never seen a hurricane with so much wind behind it. It's wild. I've never... like literally... A storm surge that sits this far for this long is wild. Storm surges don't do that. A storm surge usually comes in and out and it's gone. Put air horns in my car. I'm sure Siesta Key would have had. I'm sure the Siesta Keys would have had a similar storm surge for sure. It would make sense for them to have had a storm surge. The ABC News people, they did their interview over there. They didn't want to. They didn't want to get in the way over here. They didn't want to be part of the. You know, it's crazy to see people out here with their kids. They do realize that this is a storm surge, and that at any moment the water could come up 3 to 4 feet, and we're all dead. Literally, that's what the cops thought was going to happen. Makes no sense that people were just that reckless with their families. Inexperienced. They haven't had a hurricane here in 30 years. So they haven't had this happen in 30 years at least or something. Probably never had this happen also. They don't understand hurricanes. Man. But the news people are leaving. Waves are just getting worse and worse. We ate at this restaurant. So the blue building that's in front of us is actually a really nice restaurant. Not much action here, really. Yeah, it's not. If I was there, I would be outside. Yeah, I'm tired and sleepy. I really am. I'm really tired and sleepy. Well, anyways, I think we're going to leave, guys. I don't really see the point of staying here. What do you guys think? Should we start driving or should we stay here? What do you guys want me to do? Hey, brother, the Seafood Shack is right on the other side of that bridge. You can see the boats there. My boat is there. Hey, brother, the Seafood Shack is right on the other side of the bridge. Can you get a shot of the boats there, please? I did actually. Let's do that for you before I leave. I'll do that for you, then we'll leave. You guys want me to stay here? Roy says we stay. Let me get out. Let me go outside for a minute. I'm just really. I wish you guys knew how tired I was. Okay, I'll show you guys the boats, but get some sleep, Jose. You've done a great job. Let's go out there and show this guy the boat. He wants to see it. We're gonna show it to him. Dang it! Now they got somebody walking out there. Show you the boats. Thanks, man. So which boat am I looking for? Keep me posted on which boat is the boat that we're looking for. This is chaotic here. Pelicans. I'll show you the boat. Let me know which boat it is. Now I can't go in the water. Let's go to Starfish Company. Right there. Bunch of elderly people walking around this hurricane, man. Crazy. Wouldn't take much to knock their old butt down, I'm trying to tell you. Save that dude. He's going to be saving himself, man. Never drive over stuff like this. It's always full of fishing hooks and lures. You'll get a flat tire for sure. Alright, so he wants to look at the boats on the other side. Want to go look at the boat. So which boat is it? Is there a particular boat I'm looking for? So which boat is it? Let me know which one it is and I'll pull up. So, which boats you got? Okay, so on the right or the left? Which one is it? I got boats to the left and I got boats to the right. Which direction am I looking at, buddy? The end of the dock. Okay, at the end of that dock over there. On the left or the right? Which way? It's more windy here. Yeah, it's definitely shaking. On the far left, so down that way? Yeah. No, yeah, it's let me see. I don't know if on there are people walking on the bridge. I guess they're gonna allow that. Let me ask. I'm not gonna go out there and be stupid. Let me ask and make sure. There's people walking, but let me ask and make sure it's okay. Hey, officer, can I walk to the yellow line to the sign?
Yes.
Thank you, officer. Somebody wants to look at this. All right, guys. So I want to ask and make sure. This is a spectacle for people, and I haven't been able to see exactly what's going on the other side of Anna Maria Island. But okay, so on this side, right? All right. So here we are. You let me know which boat to zoom in on. I'll try to do the best I can for you. I know it's windy too. I'm trying to hold the camera still. There's a car over there in the water. Walk straight forward and pan to the right. Okay, I'll walk straight forward. We'll get you the right shot, buddy. This boat's over there. Is it the one shot center? Yes. So, okay, buddy. So I'm gonna hold the camera still for you. Keep walking a bit forward. Okay, keep walking a bit forward. I don't understand why the storm surge hasn't gone back out. That is what I find perplexing. Super windy. Super windy out here. It's like Cortez Bridge. I'm sorry. All right, so which boat is it? Okay, so straight forward. Yeah, that's not very nice. So there's several boats out there. That one might go underwater because it looks like it's tied too tight. Yeah. Anybody's lost? Hey, YouTube. Yeah, I got it at 500 now. I had 1,000 earlier. Southern Life is my channel. Yeah. Somebody wants to look at a specific photo over there. Mine is the big white one with a blue, with a big orange. That one over there. Wow, it's clear. Unbelievable. Wow. I guess the guy's watching the lights and he's like, "Oh, check out my boat for me." He's on the other side, yeah. There it is, there's the boat. Wow. Stick around this long.
I know.
Wow. I made a video explaining one day how storms oh, because they took away the mangroves. They're trying to get rid of the mangroves. Yeah, go figure. They'll learn the lesson now. Very odd. Never seen a storm surge do this. I grew up in Naples. I talked to a guy earlier. He says he was out here for 30 years. And in 30 years, he left earlier. The guy with beard. He's been here for 30 years. And in 30 years, he's never seen anything like this. No idea. I mean, this is weird. It's not supposed to It's odd either way. I've seen storm surges where they only come up for storm surge just for the high tide, you know? This has been like this since 4 in the morning. I was out here at 4 in the morning, it was like this. So yeah, it's odd. At least we didn't get in Fort Myers Beach. We wouldn't be standing here in Fort Myers Beach. 15-foot storm surge. The bridge in Bonita Springs, the water got to the bridge. Yeah. Yeah. They said the water came over most of the time. Most likely, if the water came over, the sand came over. So it'll be like a lot of sand, and it'll take months to get clear. I mean, Fort Myers Beach still doesn't look the same. It's been a year. Brasil tá bom. Never saw a hurricane in my life. Wow. Crazy. Wild. I can tell the mobile homes are underwater over there. Thought 15-foot storm surge in Fort Myers Beach.
Yeah, they've been saying they're going to get surge.
Structural fire in Palmetto. I'm sure they got it too. That's wild. I figured, I mean, if we got it here, they would have got it too.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a guy on 14th, homeless, sleeping. He wrapped himself in a tarp. And he's just sleeping on the side of the road, like wrapped himself in a tarp. Like, what the crap?
Yeah.
All the money we got in this country, and there's homeless people passing hurricanes in the streets.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
Hey, the sun's finally out. Look at the crap, but the sun's out. I've been up since like 2 in the morning. I'm gone. Y'all have a nice day. Yeah. I'm done, guys. I've been out since 2 in the morning. Woke up at 2, got out here at 4. I'm done. I ain't slept. I ain't ate. I ain't used the bathroom. I'll stay live until we get at least past Bradenton. There's still a lot more storm surge flooding down this way to see, but you can see somebody left their car down there. That was a stupid move, whoever did that. Not smart at all to leave your car down there. Not a smart place to leave your car, that's for sure. And then there's people driving their cars over this little water here. Dude, you will drive your car through salt water, it's gonna rot. It's gone. You know? You drive your car through salt water, it's over. You know? Never drive your car through salt water needlessly. Why, oh why, would you needlessly put your car through salt water? Absolutely no reason for that. Never ever drive your car through salt water. Why? Why would you drive your car needlessly through salt water? People are taking turns driving their cars through that salt water. That crap will rot your car out in a heartbeat. Right over here, they're just taking turns driving their cars to the hot sauce. Get up out of here. I love how here in Manatee County, the cops just let people walk around and stuff and do stuff. If this was Lee County, Florida, oh, they'd have this whole place taped off, man. Those people down there in Naples and Fort Myers, they'd have this whole place taped off. You couldn't go 100 feet of this place, you know? They would have this whole place taped off. No doubt about it. The sun's out now. Yeah, oh yeah. Who's gonna want to insure this crap now? That's a good point. Who is gonna want to insure this crap now? That's something right there, guys. So we're gone. I'm gone. The sun's out. Still windy. Let's get this car. I'll still live stream for a little bit longer, but I need to go find a restaurant facility. I need a restaurant ASAP. It'd feel better if I could at least eat something and use a bathroom and get some sleep and shower. So yes, it's a nice Camry. It's red Camry with red paint. It's gorgeous. Beautiful red paint. Red paint, red rims. It's a nice looking car. And all my cars have been nice. I mean, that black Silverado was pretty. I put rims on that too, but I already had them. They were on the Yukon. The white truck, like I said, the wheels alone were $5,600, so that thing was something. No, este tipo se me atravesó en medio. You guys want me to honk the horn? We honked it. Let them know we're moving. Why are people walking into my car? Thing is, people are very irritable and crazy during these hurricanes. Let me just get the crap out of here. I've had it. Yeah, it's a nice looking car. It's not bad looking. Oh, I'm tired and dizzy. I need to at least use the bathroom. All I've been drinking is water. I haven't ate. I need to get something. I need to eat something. I gotta eat something for sure. Oh, don't need the flashlight anymore. Okay, I'm very tired. My windshield looks kind of... Yeah, well, there's still some stuff. All these neighborhoods flooded on both sides of the road here. There's flooded neighborhoods on both sides of the road. You can see the cars. There's flooded neighborhoods all through here. All this crap is flooded. All this crap out here flooded. There's gonna be a lot of work in Bradenton for cleanup. See this whole street down there? The whole street's underwater. All this crap's been underwater since last night. Since last night, guys. All this crap's been underwater. You guys want to hear something funny? I made a video a week ago saying that Bradenton would have a storm surge. It hasn't happened in 10 years. I make a video about it, and 2 weeks later it happens. Oh, isn't that something? In 30 years, I think more than 30 years, they haven't had a storm surge. I make a video about it, and a week later it happens. Isn't that something? Ain't that something, people? Bradenton hasn't had a storm surge in decades. The guy said at least 30 years, right? 30 years they haven't had a storm surge. I make a video about a storm surge happening in Bradenton, explaining how it would happen. Illuminati. Oh man, Illuminati. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's on my channel. You guys should see it if you have time. I made this video about a week ago. Yeah, a week ago, or about a week ago, maybe a little bit longer, 1 or 2 weeks ago. I made a video explaining what would happen if a hurricane came to Tampa Bay, explaining how the storm surge would happen, all that good stuff. And here we are, a little bit ahead, and a week or two ahead, and it happens. Crazy, huh? It's almost like I ordered this hurricane. It's like, you know what? Hasn't happened in 40 years, but let me make a video about it, and it happens. And somebody, I had to delete the guy's comment. He's like, what type of witchcraft is this, you know? I had to delete a guy's comment. What type of witchcraft is this? It's never happened. You make a video about it, then it happens. I'm like, this is total witchcraft. But if you guys remember, wow, look at that. You want to see something newsworthy? Let me go to the bathroom first, and then we'll come back. That street is flooded all the way through. I mean all the way through. Let me see if this one's flooded. No. Dude, that street is flooded all the way through. I mean, like, for a mile. Hold on, y'all. That street's flooded for like a mile. This one might be flooded too. Let's see. That street is flooded for like a mile all the way through. I wonder if I could just find a place I can use a bathroom real quick. If I can at least use a bathroom, I can keep going for you guys. Keep going if I can at least find a bathroom. So, dude, that street is flooded like the whole thing's flooded, like for like a mile, just the whole thing. Not this one, it's in the other direction. If I could just find an empty lot or something, I could just use the bathroom. I'm not driving through this stuff because if it's storm surge water, it's salt water. Thank you so much, Big Brad, for your super chat. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. We've accumulated a whole $18.99 today because of you guys. Thank you, every last one of you. Yeah, don't ever drive your car through salt water. That's one way to ruin your car forever. Just pee in a cup? No, that's creepy. I wouldn't do that. I'll find it. There's a 7-Eleven down the road. Ow. Okay, I need to use the bathroom. If I could just find a homeless camp or an empty lot. Somewhere appropriate, you know? I'm not doing it, bro. Don't even try to convince me it's not happening. I'll find a 7-Eleven. A liquor store. But they're not gonna use the bathroom. Smoke shop. This is yeah, buddy. Look at that F-350. Bad gasoline in the area. I've heard that. Yeah, they've talked about that. But it's only specific gas stations. Handies and 7-Elevens, which you won't catch me at either one of those. I'm a wild, wild man. You guys get prepared to see some crazy crap. Look at this, guys. Straight shot to the ocean. Look at this. Isn't that something? All the way to the ocean. And you can see those trucks are stuck back there. Unbelievable. That right there is the ocean, guys. Yeah, and Palmasola, they said, was flooded completely too. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of flooding. I mean, like, it's a lot. And it usually storm surge flooding goes out right away. It's weird how it's just been sticking around. Never seen anything like it. It's just sticking around. Weird. And now we're going to be paralleling the Manatee River, so we'll be seeing flooded stuff for a while all along here. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that flooded, guys. We'll be paralleling the Manatee River. We'll be seeing all types. Here's an Ace Hardware. I could use a bathroom there, but it seems like a complicated place to try to use the bathroom. There's a 7-Eleven I was out earlier today. I'm going to try to hit that up. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of flooding down here. A lot of flooding. And it only takes an inch of water for you to have to gut the whole thing, you know? An inch of water in your house, you got to gut the whole thing. Cut out the whole bottom. It's going to be a nightmare. This piece of fence got torn up right here. But thank you all for being here on this live stream, and if you could please please hit the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would really appreciate it. We just recently hit 100,000 subscribers. You'll see this isn't like a small area of flooding. It's a huge area that flooded. It's a lot. This street that we're turning left on now, it's flooded all the way through. All through here, it's all flooded. But we're gonna go to the gas station real quick so I can use the bathroom. This street to the left of us, or going straight ahead, that whole street's flooded. The whole thing. Whole section of that street flooded. Downtown Bradenton's flooded. Yeah, it's bad. So they're clearing the mangroves across the street. They're gonna build it. This area they're building. They're planning to build it up. All right, y'all hang out here for a minute. I'm gonna go in there for a minute to use the restroom. Y'all hang out, talk to each other. Don't talk about politics. If I catch you talking about politics, I'm gonna slap you. I'll be back in a minute. Y'all entertain each other for a minute. Y'all can do it. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking along. I needed a little break. It's been exhausting. I'm back. Let's keep going. I heard there's a Starbucks open somewhere, so that's the next. No more politics. Oh, you guys are talking about politics behind my back. You're only wasting your time talking about politics. You know, most politicians live in a mansion on the beach. Most of you live in a trailer park in Fort Myers, so you know. I'm sure you think politicians talk about you as much as you talk about them? Probably not. I'm getting emailed left and right. Emails, text messages, this and that. Hopefully none of it gets in the way of what we're doing here. A beautiful thing here. All right. I needed a break. Now I need to eat. I need to eat and I need to go home and shower. So we need to find a Starbucks. You're going to have a lot of work, buddy. You're going to be busy making them sea dogs now. They don't care. They don't care about you. They live in, where's Donald Trump's house? Palm Beach Island. Are you kidding me? You know? I think Biden's house is in the, what is it, like in Rhode Island or something off of Providence? People ain't worried about your trailer park butt. You think them politicians are worried about you and your bed bug bitten trailer park? They ain't worried about you. They're worried about getting themselves rich, getting their buddies rich. They ain't worried about you. Only if you're a developer. Yeah, exactly. Unless you're a developer, they're not worried about you. People ain't worried about you, man. Them people ain't worried about you, man. I'm on it. Somebody put me on a text message, Shane, and you talk about politics all you want, but they ain't talking about you, man. They're talking about going to Hawaii with their family and buying a beach house. They ain't talking about you. Yeah, they ain't worried about you the way you're worried about them. I can guarantee you that much. They ain't thinking about you the way you're thinking about them. That is for sure. Okay, guys, so I'm going to have to turn off a text message. I'm going to have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hold on, y'all. Live stream. Hopefully I didn't lose the live stream doing that, because I gotta put my phone on Do Not Disturb because the text messages are starting to come in. But yeah, look, they're developing all this stuff here. This is all gonna be brand new houses on the left. Everything on the left is gonna be brand new houses, guys. Look at this. I don't know how many acres that is. That's all gonna be brand new houses there. I might buy me one right here. It's a good area right here near the beach and everything. Great place for a house. I'll buy me one. I don't like developers, but I like brand new houses. And you know, it's like there's always people, I don't like developers. Well, you like new house? Oh, I like a new house, but you can't build a new house without the developer. Everybody who lives in a house at some point used a developer. How are you gonna hate a developer when you live in a house? Have you ever thought about that? Huh? Welcome to Florida, for sure. Welcome to Florida. And we'll be getting rain bands throughout the whole day, and these rain bands will, for the most part, we're still. Oh yeah, Bradenton's huge. We're not even to Bradenton yet. We haven't even started driving through. Bradenton's huge city. It really is a big city. And it's long, and we're driving across it. So yeah, there'll be plenty of Bradenton for you to look at today. If you like Bradenton, whoa, you're in for a treat. There's plenty of Bradenton here. There's enough Bradenton for everybody. Most people didn't lose power, and we will get horrible rain bands throughout the whole day. At least now the sun came out. My head feels like it's been inside a microwave. I need to eat and sleep so bad. Katie's at home sleeping. They ought to lock all of them up. All of them ought to be locked up for a little bit. I'm sure they're gonna, lock them up, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. But downtown Bradenton had some flooding. Y'all are gonna be shocked when you see the homeless people out in the hurricane. In the nighttime, it was pouring out here, windy and pouring. And all the homeless people are just sleeping inside tarps. It's so wrong. It is wrong. It's wrong. Every politician for jail. There you go. We'll lock them all up. See how quickly they'll fix all the problems they haven't fixed already. Every politician for jail. See how quickly they'll get things fixed. And their beachside mansions, they can't fix anything. They can't fix anything from their beachside mansions. Lock them all up. See how quickly they'll fix things. Tom, we're going to lock you guys up until you get this crap in order. And we'll cut your salaries in half. Dang it. and we'll move you to Bradenton. You can't live in no Washington, D.C. Oh, dang, it's squatted. You guys catch that squatted Silverado right there? It's squatted. Y'all can't live in no Washington. We're going to put you guys in Bradenton. We're going to make Bradenton the capital of America. The needle capital. We'll get our own space needle like Seattle. Except for it won't be like a space needle. It'll be like a real needle. Somebody just give me a super chat that I missed. I'm sorry if I have. I'm driving, so I can't be reading every single comment. We'll get our own space needle like Seattle. Instead of a Capitol building, we'll have a needle building. Instead of shaped like a capital, it'll be shaped like a needle. We'll call it the capital of the United States, Bradenton, Florida. Jose, did you lose your electricity? Nope, we didn't lose no electricity, didn't lose no water. We're good to go. Yawned it loudly. No, we didn't lose our power. We got power. We got water. We got Starbucks. There's a reason I moved to Lakewood Ranch. After what we lived through, Hurricane Ian in Fort Myers, no, sir. Well, at that trailer park down there. Yeah, buddy. But man, I couldn't believe the crap I saw last night. These homeless people out here, you know, they're out there in a tent, wrapped in a tent. I don't mean like a camping tent. I mean like a tarp. This guy just wrapped himself in a tarp like a tortilla, and he's out there getting rained on in a hurricane. That's just wrong. That's how people die in hurricanes. You know, a lot of homeless people, they go inside abandoned buildings, and just wrong, man. They gotta have a place for people that are mentally ill, addicted, to get their crap together, man. It's a shame to see so many Americans' lives wasted. Addiction, mental illness, you know, SSI for a disability is not even enough for a rent these days. They gotta do better, man. They really do. They have to do better. Because what they're doing now ain't enough. It's not good enough. Florida could care less about those people. Absolutely. They don't give a crap about poor people. That's the last thing they give a crap about is poor people. Like I said, they got mansions on the beach. They're overlooking the ocean. We're overlooking a trailer park. That was Monday. Not a crap. No, they don't give a crap about us. But all people, that's the thing. That's the stupidity about poor people. They're over there living their best life in a mansion on the beach. And you're over here, I voted for Larry! Larry's gonna save my life! I voted for Larry! Hey, did you vote for Larry? Because I voted for Larry! Hey, you should vote for Larry next time! Hey, Larry's opponent sucks! But you're still in that trailer park, and they're still in that mansion on the beach. I'm not worried about the White House. I'm worried about my house. You heard me, Woody? I'm not worried about the White House. I'm worried about the Rodriguez house. You understand me? I don't care about the White House. I care about the Rodriguez house. Is my rent paid? Are my bills paid? Ain't worried about the White House. Worried about my homies. My home. Mi casa. The White House ain't worried about me. Why am I worried about them? Did you vote for Larry? You should vote for Larry. Larry's opponent sucks. Did you vote for Larry? Is that you, Jason? I don't know you. You know how weird of a conversation that is? Complete strangers. I used to like it when rednecks used to talk about... You guys remember when rednecks you were either a Chevy guy or you were a Ford guy? You guys remember those days? When you met another man, you're like, are you a Ford guy or are you a Chevy guy? Who misses those days? There was a day where you were either a Chevy guy or a Ford guy. That's all that mattered. Are you a Chevy guy or a Ford guy? Fix it again, Tony, if you're a Ford guy. Ford. Fix it again, Tony. Facts, man. I remember when my rednecks would talk about... Katie just woke up. Screw you, Katie. Sleeping in all night while I'm out here working in the rain. I dislike you infinitely, Katie. Here you are sleeping in, enjoying life, and I'm out here working in the rain. Katie should be a politician. That's what she should be. I remember when guys used to, we used to talk about cars. I used to have a redneck friend. He'd talk about welding stuff, I'd call him up. He'd be like, man, I'm welding a 2x4, but it's an aluminum 2x4, Jose. Jose, this welding machine that Eicher's got, it's got 8,000 watt power, Jose. You guys remember when rednecks used to talk about fixing stuff and welding stuff? Those were the good old days, man. When rednecks used to talk about fixing stuff and welding stuff. Those were the good days. Now the only thing rednecks talk about is, did you vote for Larry? Remember that, guys? You guys remember when rednecks would talk about fixing stuff? You'd call your redneck friend and be like, hey, Jose, I'm trying to fix this carburetor down there. I put a little WD-40 inside that little tap right there. And you spray that tap in there, it's gonna put some tapping down in that thing. And you step on that carburetor, it go boom! Right in your face, Jose. You guys remember when rednecks used to talk about fixing carburetors and why a Chevy was better than a Ford? Those were the good old days. I miss the old rednecks. Does anybody miss the old rednecks? I don't like these new rednecks. I like the old rednecks. Rednecks that would talk about fixing carburetors for hours. I had a redneck friend, man. I'd go visit him. I'd bring him a Bud Light. Now, he won't drink Bud Light no more. I used to bring him a case of Bud Light, man. I would bring him a case of Bud Light, and he would talk about welding stuff for hours. The old rednecks. You guys remember the old? I miss the old rednecks, man. I do not like these new rednecks. The old rednecks, man. I used to bring him a case of Bud Light. I'd go to his house with a case of Bud Light, and he'd talk about welding stuff for hours, man. He'd be like, man, you gotta put a little bit, you gotta know how to put the lay down on this little pot down there. This redneck would talk about welding stuff for hours, man. You give him a case of Bud Light, he would talk about welding stuff for hours. I'd go to his house an hour. I'm not kidding you. He'd be there for hours talking about either welding stuff or how to fix carburetors. He'd get mad at me if I bought a car that didn't have a carburetor. I remember one time I bought a newer car. Like, Jose, this thing don't even got a carburetor in it, you stupid moron. I miss the old rednecks. Please bring back old rednecks. These new rednecks, I bought them the new rednecks. You bring them a case of Bud Light, man. Jose, I can't drink that, man. It's a Bud Light. I'm like, Larry, you have drank millions of Bud Lights. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, I don't like these new rednecks. These new rednecks listen to Jason Aldean. Rednecks hated Jason Aldean. I remember I had a redneck friend be like, Jose, put on some country music. And I put on some Jason Aldean. He'd be like, he grabbed the radio, he hit it with a hammer. I'm not kidding. My old redneck friend, I'd play some Jason Aldean, man. He'd be like, that's not country music, boy. He'd beat the hammer. He'd beat the radio with a hammer, man. He would beat the radio with a hammer. If you played him some Jason Aldean, he would beat it with a hammer. That's not country music, boy. He put on some Alan Jackson. Way down under in the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. Now they rednecks want to listen to Jason Aldean. Old rednecks didn't listen to no dang Jason Aldean. They listened to Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson and George Strait. Now George not straight anymore, is he? I want the old rednecks. I don't want these new rednecks to talk about they can't drink Bud Light and all they talk about is politics. I don't like these new rednecks. Hey, deport these new rednecks back to wherever the crap they came from and bring me back the old rednecks. I want the old redneck with the straw hat, with the George Strait country music, talk about why Chevy's better than a Ford. And if you try talking to that redneck about politics, he'd get mad at you. Those are the real rednecks. You remember the old rednecks? You try talking to an old redneck about politics, he wouldn't let you talk to him. If you try to talk to an old redneck about politics, he'd get mad at you. Deport the new rednecks. Deport them to Alabama. That's right. I don't like these new rednecks for crap. I want the old rednecks back. I want the rednecks that fix carburetors and drink Bud Light. And if you played Jason Aldean, they'd hit the radio with a hammer. These new rednecks ain't crap. These new rednecks talk about Jason Aldean made a song about living in a small town. You know, old redneck give a crap about living in a small town. An old redneck don't give a crap about Jason Aldean. Whoa, that street's flooded right there too. I'm telling you, I do not like these new rednecks. I want my old rednecks back. I want the rednecks that fix my truck for free. I had a redneck friend. I'd call him up like, hey Larry, my truck broke, man. He'd be like, oh man, I'll pay you to fix it. I'm like, you're gonna charge me to fix it? No, I'm not gonna charge you to fix it. I'll pay you to let me fix it for you. I'm like, well Larry, that sounds like a deal. You're gonna pay me to fix my truck. He's like, yeah, I want to fix it, man. I like fixing stuff. What happened to the rednecks that used to fix stuff for you? What the crap happened to rednecks? Redneck would drive a truck like the one that's passing me right now. I'm telling you, am I right or am I wrong? Does anybody else miss the old rednecks? They wouldn't talk to you about politics. They didn't listen to no stupid Jason Aldean. They would never tell you who they would vote for. A redneck would never talk about politics with you. Those were the rednecks that I used to love and hate. These new rednecks ain't crap. These new rednecks ain't crap. You would bring an old redneck a 12-pack of Bud Light, and he'd pay you to fix your truck. I'm like, I thought I was supposed to pay you. I remember one time I had a redneck friend. He told me he'd fix my truck. How much? $100. So I took it over there. He fixed my truck. When I went to leave, he gave me $100. I was like, no, I'm supposed to pay you. Like, what do you mean? You're paying me to fix my truck? He's like, yeah, man. I'm paying you to fix your truck. I'm like, Larry, I'm supposed to pay you. You're the one fixing stuff. I want my old rednecks back. I'm telling you, man, I can't stand these new rednecks. I don't like them. I saw a redneck at Walmart like 2 days ago. First thing came out of his mouth. First thing that came out of his mouth. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know his name. Nothing. I just met this guy at a freaking Walmart. First thing that comes out of his mouth is the border prices. I said, what? There's a border price. There's a crisis at the border. I'm like, can I at least have your name first before you tell me your views? I don't like these new rednecks. I'm telling you. Not for me. Not for me, man. I'm not making this up. I'm at Walmart, and this like Cletus from Simpsons looking redneck comes up to me like, there was a crisis at the porta potty. I'm like, sir, I don't even know who the crap you are. And my uncle is at the border right now. I'm trying to figure out how to get him over here. You're very offensive to my Uncle Juan. My Uncle Juan is there right now. I'm not kidding you. I had an American person the other day. He's like, there's a crisis at the border. And I was like, My uncle's there right now. Let's call him. My uncle's crossing over that day. I called my Uncle Juan. I'm like, hey, Juan, is there a crisis at the border? He's like, yeah, man. I ain't been able to cross. There's border patrol everywhere. And I was like, you're right. There is a crisis at the border. My Uncle Juan's been trying to get through for 3 days. He said there's so much border patrol, he ain't been able to cross yet. I'm like, you know, I didn't even know there was a crisis at the border. So I called my Uncle Juan. I'm like, Juan, is there a crisis at the border? He's like, man, I've been able to cross in 3 days, man. There's a lot of border patrol. It's a crisis. There's too many border patrols out here. My Uncle Juan took him 3 days to get. They'd send him back this first time down there. I tell you what, it got him. You know, we had to pay $2,000 because he got kidnapped down there. I'm trying to tell you, there is a crisis at the border. It took my Uncle Juan 3 tries to get over here. The first time, he said there was too many border patrols, so he ran back. The second time, the cartel got him, and the cartel made us pay $2,000. And then they ran him over, and then they caught him again. And I said, Juan, you're not good at this. This is your 3rd try. And he's like, Jose, there's a crisis in the border, man. I'm not able to cross. It's too many, Jose. It's too many. It's too many. It's too many border patrol. We have a crisis. I'm like, I was telling you, Juan, there was a crisis at the border. I just didn't know it'd be that hard to get in here, man. It took him like 3 or 4 tries down there. I had to pay the Mexican people $2,000 down there to get Juan crossed on over here. He still ain't paying me back for crap either. I gotta call Juan and see when he's gonna pay me back my $2,000. Sounds like a busted Mario. I know you're cracking up right now. That's what happens when I'm sleep deprived. I come up with some good crap when I'm sleep deprived. Man, you catch me sleep deprived, I come up with some good crap, man. My buddies from FWC in Texas. Oh, man. Florida Wildlife Conservation down there. I'm trying to tell you, it's a crisis at the border. My Uncle Juan, I don't know how many times he's been trying to cross that thing. Yeah, man, it used to be easy to cross. It is a crisis. It is a crisis at the border. You know, like, you'd pay $500 and they jump them over. Now you got to pay $2,000. They get kidnapped by the cartel. Freaking border patrol catches them and sends them back. It's a dang crisis getting over here. I tell you what, used to be easy crossing that dang border. Dang crisis down there right now. It is a crisis at the border. I'm trying to tell you, man. And the redneck was like, they were mad too. They're like, that's not what I meant by the crisis at the border. Like, it's a crisis keeping them out. I'm like, it's a crisis getting in. You think it's hard keeping them out? You ain't seen how hard it is to get in. I think the Starbucks is supposed to be open. It better be open. I need Starbucks. It's supposed to be a Starbucks open somewhere around here. The crisis at the border. The crisis at the border. My uncle couldn't cross over because there's a crisis at the border. My Uncle Juan couldn't cross over because there was a crisis at the border. But I'm telling you, these new rednecks ain't crap, man. What happened to the old rednecks? Where are they? Did they move somewhere? Did they get COVID and die? What happened to the old rednecks? I'm trying to tell you, man. It ain't right. I want rednecks to fix my truck. Katie wants a Port St. Lucie. Katie wants to get a Port St. Lucie. I'm not going to Port St. Lucie, Kay. I'm going to Starbucks. I'm not getting you crap. A pumpkin spice latte. You were sleeping while I was out here working. I'm not getting you crap, Katie. Screw you. You were sleeping. I was out there in a hurricane, and you were sleeping. I'm not giving you crap. Get it yourself. I'm dead serious. I'm not getting her crap. Here I am in a dang hurt. Oh, it better be open. I'll drive to Naples if I got to get a Starbucks at this. That Starbucks better be open, guys. Bro, I'm like sleep deprived and everything. I'm like, I don't feel good at all. She wants me to order a pumpkin spice latte. I'm not gonna order none of that crap. Mountain Dew, the mountain washes the mountains. They wished up and see things what they are. No, they didn't, Billy. They didn't wise up. They stupid up. They didn't get wise. They got stupid. They got stupid, Billy. They got stupid, Billy. They didn't get smart. They got stupid. They got real stupid. I had another redneck friend. He moved away. He called me one time, and this is a real conversation, guys. I'm not making. I've made up some stuff, but this is. My friend is a minute man in Brownsville. He said he's seen crazy stuff. I bet, man. Brownsville, Texas is crazy. I've never met somebody from Brownsville that wasn't crazy. How about that? Anyways, this is a real conversation that I had. I'm not even making this up. I had a redneck friend, and he moved out of Florida many years ago. He called me. He goes, Jose, I can't find anybody to help load up my truck. Because he needed to load up a moving truck, okay? He needed help loading up a moving truck. And me and this redneck guy, man, we were pretty cool for many years, bro. Like, we were real good friends, man. And one day he calls me, and he goes, Jose, I need help loading my truck. Because he was moving, he needed help loading a truck. I can't find anybody to help me, Jose. And then he goes, you know, there's all these dang illegals here. And I flipped out on him. I've never talked to him ever since. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I can't remember his name anymore. We were real good friends. I can't remember his name. And I said, man, you're so stupid right now. You need to load up a truck to move from one state to the other. You need 4 Guatemalans right now. And your stupid butt has been talking about, we need to deport these illegals. Now you need 4 freaking illegals, you moron. He's like, Jose, will you come over here and help me? I said, no. You need 4 Guatemalans, Larry. You need 4 freaking Guatemalans, and you deported them. Now you're going to load that truck by yourself. We never talked again. And me and him were cool, man. I'm not making this up. We were cool.
Thank you for choosing our Starbucks. We're going to start up for you.
Can I have a pumpkin spice latte?
Hot or ice?
Iced.
And what size?
Like grande.
Grande, for sure. Anything else?
Yeah, can I have a Venti double smoked bacon? I'm sorry, I ain't slept all night. I'm hot. I don't even know who I am right now. I'm having I'm
Double
sleep
smoked
I am
bacon?
I've been working since like 1 in the morning. I'm sleep deprived.
Oh, no, you're all good. I
Okay.
understand.
Let me try this again. A double smoked bacon.
For sure.
Okay.
Anything else?
A brownie, not warmed up.
A brownie not warmed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a Venti green tea frappuccino with light ice and coconut milk. And I want whipped cream on top and whipped cream on the bottom.
Alright. Anything else?
That's it, ma'am.
Alright, 2333.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I ain't even slept all night.
I'll go ahead. I'll see you up here.
I don't even know where I'm at. This is Starbucks. Yeah, this is Starbucks. All right. I'm so tired. I don't even know where I'm at. And a Bud Light. And a Bud Light. Oh, man. People are so stupid. Okay, you know what's hilarious about this whole Bud Light? The stupidest thing about this Bud Light situation is that they all switched over to Modelo, right? Well, guess what? Bud Light and Modelo have the same parent company. They're still buying beer from the same person. It's just labeled differently now and more expensive. That's the stupidity of this Bud Light thing. Modelo and Bud Light belong to the same exact parent company. It's the same thing. They're all the same. So stupid. It's the same parent company. Okay? All they did is that they needed to get rid of all their, those old Bud Light trucks? They don't need those old trucks anymore. They don't need that for distribution if they have too many brands. So they needed to get rid of one of their brands for distribution. It's easier. Okay, they don't need two different trucks to show up. So they got rid of their own brand because it's the same parent company. It doesn't hurt them, guys. Anyone here from Arcadia? What up, Dylan? Drug Dylan. I used to have a friend called Dylan. I grew up with a kid named Dylan, and we used to call him Drug Dylan. And he was Drug Dylan. I don't know, when you were growing up, they used to call you Drug Dylan. But Dylan was actually Drug Dylan. In middle school, too. But we used to call him Drug Dylan. Even the teachers would call him Drug Dylan. After a while, even the teachers because we had two Dylans, right? We had Dylan, and then we had Drug Dylan. And even the teacher was like, Drug Dylan, do you know the answer to number 4? This whole Bud Light thing is so stupid because they love your channel, bro. Thank you guys for being here. The funny thing, you're exactly right. It's the same parent company, okay? It was just more cost effective for them to get rid of Bud Light because the trucks were old. They didn't want to invest money into buying a bunch of new trucks when they had all these newer trucks for their other brands. It's the same parent company. It's the same. It's so stupid. And people buy into this stuff. I'm telling you, people buy into this stupidity. Well, you don't have to believe it. You can look at the stock market. You can see this, that everybody stopped buying these beers. It's the same company. It's the same. The money still goes in the same bag. People have lost their minds, and they'll believe anything. You know what? There's probably 2 rich guys right now laughing their butts off about how they got rednecks to stop drinking Bud Light. I bet they were like, there was a bet one day, like, hey, man, dude, like, I bet I can get these stupid rednecks to stop drinking Bud Light, man. Like, what if Bud Light was, like, totally like that, bro? Like, what if we, like, got rid of Bud Light and then they still, it's so stupid. Like, there's a rich guy laughing his head off right now about this situation. So stupid. People are dumb. They really are.
2333 is your total today.
Yeah.
So the answer front of the screen, then you can tap our insert.
Thank you.
Here's the food, and the drinks will be out in just a moment.
Thank you. It doesn't matter to me, I believe you. I see people with Bud Light in their shopping carts. It's so stupid. I don't even like drinking. I don't drink that stuff either way. I don't drink beer. I don't like it. If you like it, you like exactly. Like, I drive a pickup truck because I'm hauling a trailer. Some people drive a pickup truck because it makes a point. I drive this Camry now because it's reliable and I'm getting 41 miles to the gallon. Like, why are you driving a Camry? Are you Japanese? I'm like, no, thank you. Like, why do I drive a Camry? Because I'm getting 41 freaking miles to the gallon and I travel for a living, When I used to have a 6.0 2500 when I was hauling a trailer. Guess what? I don't haul trailers anymore, so I don't need this behemoth gas hogging thing on the driveway, spending me $800 a week on gas. I meet people. I used to have a neighbor, and he had this 3500 GMC. He would drive from Lehigh to Naples and spend like $1,000 a month on gas. And I was like, dude, why don't you get a Camry? He's like, no, man, I couldn't drive a Japanese vehicle. I'm like, dude, you're spending $1,000 a month on gas. That's a car payment for a Camry. And he's like, no, man, I gotta drive a truck. They'll do whatever the Republican Party and special interests tell them to do. Exactly. They're cheap and then they think they're not cheap. Natural ice. Get the crap out of here. That stuff is like water. I don't drink at all. My Camry was made in Kentucky. Yes, they make them in Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky. Georgetown, Kentucky is where they make them. And then guess what? The Chevy truck is made in Mexico. The Chevy's made in Mexico or in Canada. So they make the American cars in Monterrey, Mexico. They make them in Mexico or Canada, the American cars. And the Japanese cars, if you buy a Hyundai, it's made in Alabama. If you buy a Kia, it's made in Georgia. And if you buy a dang Toyota, it's made in Kentucky. Those are American jobs.
Sorry about the wait.
Sorry about my rant.
Have a good
All right,
day.
yeah. Thank you. People are just blinded beyond blindness today. It's so retarded. And it's everybody. You know? It's everybody in all directions. I'm not picking on any particular person. I'm picking on everybody, really. It's like, I can't talk about California because I work for Google. I can't talk about California because I work for Google, and I get paid from them. You know, I have to take it easy on California people. I got to take it easy on California because I work for Google. YouTube is a California company, and they play by California rules. So I cannot and will not. Well, I mean, I don't want to lose my comfortable life as a YouTuber, but you know, you can talk about rednecks all you want to. That's the funny thing about it too. You can talk about rednecks all you want to. Is that thing squatted Ranger? Look at this thing. He's got a squatted Ranger. He squatted a dang Ranger. That right there is something. Now that right there means something to somebody. You know, special ad. Tell you what, Super Duties are American trucks built in the USA. Thank you so much, guys. Look, I'm gonna let you guys go. You know, I'm gonna let you guys go. I am sleep deprived. Look at my eyes. Sleep deprived, hungry. I stink. I'm tired. I got rained on. But I think we did a great thing here by hating on rednecks. But I really wish rednecks were the way they use. I used to like rednecks, you know? I used to like rednecks. Tastes a little weird. A little fruitier than usual. Yeah. I didn't sleep at all. At all. I mean, when I tell you I don't sleep at all, I didn't sleep at all. Thank you guys for being here with me on this. Make sure you hit the like button before you stop watching me. Don't fall asleep behind this. No, I'm going straight home. I'm done. I'm already in Lakewood Ranch. I'm done. It's over. I need to get some sleep, some rest, eat, shower, sleep. I'm done. We did what we had to. I think we entertained a few thousand people on this live stream, and we got $19 for gas. That goes a long way in a Camry. It wouldn't go too far in a 6.0 Cinnamon right down there. Katie, I didn't buy you your pumpkin spice latte. You know what? Easy says deport illegals. You know what? Deport these new rednecks and bring back the red. You know, like, okay, deport illegals. Let me tell you something. We just had a hurricane. Who do you think climbs on roofs and fixes roofs? Two types of people fix roofs. One is the illegals, you stupid idiot. And two are rednecks. And right now, rednecks think that they, you know, they don't want to go on roofs anymore. They want to drive a Z71 Silverado. That's just, I can't get my hands dirty. Bring back the old rednecks, for real. I miss the old rednecks. Guys, I love you guys. I love all you guys. Thank you for being here with me. I really need to get going. So, America, duh. Yeah, America's gotten stupid in so many ways. Not me, that's for sure. We got one real redneck. He's like, man, Jose, I'll fix your carburetor still, Jose. I'll still fix your carburetor, Jose. I don't know if these new Camrys have a carburetor. That's a problem. But if it had a carburetor, you'd fix it. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. And it is starting to pour here. We're about to hit a rain band. I'm out, guys. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day wherever you are. And take care of yourself if you're in Georgia and Florida up there. You're going to go to some crazy crap. Check it out. Y'all stay out of trouble.